Welcome back. Time to venture over to the more dangerous side of the docks. Starting with a rather unpleasant mini-boss, if I recall correctly.
I can't say, but whatever did this.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Shorthampton's trail.
Snap it, Leech! Die, Chase! I'll kill it! Crush the Leech, boys! Die, burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
Oh shit.
I hate leeches! Let's pin him down!
I'm going to eat you now.
Crush the leech, boys! It's all you to share!
No fire for you. You and be done with you. Messy. But you can't afford to deal with the ants when you got someone throwing fire around.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
We're gonna try and avoid as much of this as we can. Or should we go up there right away? Because these two can be a bit of a pain. No, not him. Ugh. Hope to catch them both, but never mind. I see you. Look, turn it. Maybe it was harder last time because I was higher level by now? Oh, alright. Let them have their fun. Let's, Don't notice me.
There's safer places to be than here.
I know. I'm going away. Actually, I want to explore all of this. I think.
This is not the place for you, sir. Over there! There's
Yeah,
one of them
never
vermin!
mind. Go ahead. You want to go looting? Go looting.
Die, vermin!
Ah,
Christ! He's dead!
I can't get back up there. Are you coming for me? Or have you given up? Did you drop something here? Try this again. Oh, he's coming back.
Die, vermin!
Not tonight. One moment. And is there another one there? Nope, I guess he didn't drop anything. There's lots of stuff to pick up around here, if you bother to look. Perhaps I should edit this out. Do you care? Yeah, we don't have to kill him.
Best turn around if I were you.
Yeah, well.
Are you deaf? Over there!
Is anyone else coming? It's not. Hey, killed him with a bite. If I remember correctly, I don't want to go there yet. But I will. In time. Smack it. Yeah, we're full. We don't need to eat him. Wants to come around this way for this. Not like we didn't guess already, of course, but yeah. Okay. I believe we are down there. No, I think we have to unlock that door from the other side. Yep. Oh, look who it is.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Every time I look in the mirror.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
I'm pretty sure I got this one wrong last time.
Stop fooling yourself. You've never faced a vampire before. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, that's not true, sir. I've already faced one of these creatures.
Oh, really? And you're still alive.
Well, we did not actually fight. I let it go.
What do you mean?
I entered the vampire's den. The stench was terrible. I was ready to kill it. But then I saw it. Just a suffering soul like you and me. I spared.
Well, that was obviously the right one this time.
Tell me about the vampire you spared.
It was... She was a girl. Her body was a mess. I could see pus running from the deep wound.
Scowl.
She was crying in pain.
You cared about her. That's what defines us as human, Ichabod.
Yes, but she was a truly evil creature. I'm haunted by the tragedies she caused ever since I spared her.
Has she? Do you know for sure? I'm not sure what that last one is.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
Maybe it'll be after we do his posters. Because we are going to do his posters. Which I think are over there. Yes, they are. What's this?
I hope they'll all return to the shadows once the epidemic has passed.
What's this way? Might have to kill some people. There's an unpleasant one right there. Do we have to unlock this? I think we do. Yes, we do. Right, I've got... There's a place we can... Yep. We'll get to you in a moment. Well, this is technically in the asylum, I guess, or at least in the area. Well, if the asylum is just the warehouse, then no, this is next door, I guess. And it's obviously a bloody mess. No, that's just cards now.
Are you certain you're not lost, sir? You seem quite the stranger to these parts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go talk to you yet. I have posters to put up, because it's funny. Alright, let's go deal with you, shall we? Ow. I'm wise to your tricks, Blinker. Here we go.
This is no place for you, sir.
Look lively and talk to us!
Bloody leech!
I'm getting hungry. I like my stick better than your stick. Have I made that joke already? Did that one.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
You stand between me and a poster place. And you must be removed.
We cannot beat him! Christ!
Oops.
He's dead! It's mine!
I really should time that better. I'm lazy. And I missed one, I think. Oh.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
That's fair. And we've got all we need.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Yes, I'm stealing from the Night Asylum. I'm stealing from everyone. I probably need all the help I can get.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
Oh joy, politics.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
I'm definitely not lazy.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
I don't have time.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right, Miss Paxton. My clothes and my manners do speak for me. And I may not belong here, but that doesn't make me a bad person.
You tell me, Dr. Reed. You tell me.
I'll have to show you, I suspect.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
No, I hadn't noticed.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm I'm sure they robbed me.
Pretty well. And that's why we came to talk to her in
Well,
the 1st
I'll
place.
leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Her sister is much more agreeable. Let's say hello.
Sean knows something about him.
Actually, we'll go see Sean too.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Bad life.
Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
I'm not going to ask about the sad saint. I've heard it enough at this point.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Shouldn't he be calling me doctor?
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can.
Oh,
Just
that's the
avoid the
plan.
wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
You mean here? Oh, I haven't picked anything up for her yet.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
But yeah, let's get this major plot point out of the way.
I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Bloody hell.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
That one's better, I think.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No,
No,
you
not
don't. You
your
already know
scripture.
this better.
Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you? Yet you restrain?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith, my will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Well, he's not rabid. So I guess we have time. I'm just gonna drop you blind. No, he's in the way. Ugh. Maybe that's what we needed. There might be something else in the back of the asylum, I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll look around. Oh, she's cooking. Yes, shiny things. Oh. Again.
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
Oh dear, this is terrible.
Lottie, tell me about the Wet Boot Boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I respect your courage, Miss Paxton, and I hope life will never wear you down.
Dr. Reed, you know how to make a girl blush. I am glad you came to the docks, whatever your real reasons are.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Yeah, we like her. Ah. Yeah. Pretty sure there's another letter. Yep. Thank you. And I just noticed the map thing. I'm guessing it's up here somewhere. Yeah. Oh, more than one. No, that's not what I'm looking for. There she is. Oh. It's upstairs again. I'm not used to this happening randomly while I'm here. Makes a nice change of pace.
For Christ's sake, get a grip! Look at yourself!
It's quite hard to do without a mirror. Can I borrow yours? Oh wait, we don't have a house.
Yes, we're poor, but there is work to do. Honest money waiting to be earned.
I had honest work before I was fired by those fascist pigs, remember? So let me drink in peace.
You were fired for the bottle, not for your political opinions. When will you realise that?
Maybe I do drink too much. And maybe it did cost me my job. But the struggle is real, and don't you dare undermine it.
Struggle politically or alcoholically? That's even a word I don't even think it is. Dear. Before we go retrieve the money, we're going to meet the remaining people around here.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Well, time will tell. What watch? I don't remember this.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed.
Oh,
I will not forget your gesture, I swear.
did I just screw up? I usually give it back to the old woman. I guess it doesn't matter.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me?
That's a bit mean.
It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
That's fair.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Oh, good luck with that. Let's see what you've actually got.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Why not? We're not going to touch the rest yet, anyway. And we're not going to sell everything either. We have plans.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy.
I'm still
If not,
not sure who's the best
I'll find you
merchant
something.
under current circumstances.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
A befuddled mind. It's a shame. We're gonna rob you, and then we're gonna talk to you. Ah. Rob. Steal. But not from there. I'm back. Did you forget I was here?
So, Dr. Tippett,
Oh.
what brings you back here? I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Okay.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Oh, she's a useful font of information, isn't she?
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all?
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Yeah.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
Yeah, I don't think anything I say is going to...
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Oh. But... yeah, we finally know what's wrong with her. Right, so we're going to go get that money now.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
I'd step back, sir.
Someone serious about keeping people out. First place I'll kill it!
Now go. No, that's done.
Giselle's stolen money. Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
These are the guys I am supposed to kill to get into the sewers, because they're in the way. The entrance is down there, but we're not going to do that yet.
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Oh dear. Better to have loved than lost?
Tell me why there is such resentment between you and your sister, Lottie.
She recently fell under the sad saint's influence. Like she's an angel, and I'm the bad, drinking sister.
Lottie sees herself as an angel? What do you mean?
These days, Lottie feels compelled to help people and follow Sean Hampton's example. What does that make me look like?
It sounds like you may be jealous of your sister.
Of course I am. It's me who fought for our family. It's me who got fired because I led these strikes, and now I'm the bad seed, and she's the good angel.
Yes, the clipping coat is frustrating.
Why would you be the bad sister?
I'm not a bad woman, you know. I'm tough. I get things done. But I have this rage. It makes me do things.
What kind of things?
I don't know, Dr. Reed. It's like, since I can't change this world, I'd rather destroy myself before the world destroys me.
Giselle, tell me about the death of your mother.
After our father died, Mother worked so hard she made herself sick. We spent all the money we had on useless drugs and doctors. It was hell.
Hell? What do you mean?
The three of us were exhausted and desperate. And when I'm desperate, I tend to get angry. And I'm hard to live with. Lottie said I killed Mother.
You should talk to your sister. Whatever happened when your mother died, the truth lies somewhere between your two versions.
I don't want to talk about that. It was years ago.
Big surprise.
We Paxton sisters are tough. We don't apologize.
Is that everything? Yep.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Been through. Yeah.
Lottie, your sister told me you are helping Sean Hampton's charities. Why are you so discreet about it?
I am just trying to do my best. Mr. Hampton deserves our support. These are bad times. We should all help each other.
Miss Paxton, you are too modest. Perhaps it's the mark of a truly benevolent soul.
I'm no saint, believe me. But thank you, Dr. Reed. And if you really think that, just follow my example, sir.
Why do you and your sister Giselle have such opposing views, Lottie?
Giselle whines she lost her job due to her unionist activities, which started her drinking. Truth is, she got fired because she's an alcoholic.
And you don't share your sister's views?
On the contrary, I totally believe that workers need to unite to fight. I just disagree with Giselle's hatred for all wealth and riches.
What do you mean?
I don't believe that you were an automatic arsehole because you were born into a good family.
No, it wasn't an accident at birth.
Perhaps your sister's addiction to alcohol is the result of her despair, but not the cause.
Perhaps you're right. But I'm tired of her playing the outraged and martyred social fighter while I earn money for both of us.
Don't you think she wants to get better?
I believe she knows her alcoholism is a worry to me. And that's another reason why she continues to drink so much.
Lottie, Tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her. Plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
That's fair too.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Yep. Let's take a look, shall we? Yeah, need to take care of that. We don't meet him until later. I think we're not quite done with those two. But I can take care of our headache, so let's go do that.
So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Need someone serious about keeping people out. But
This is getting a bit dramatic.
We have to stop it!
Oh, god damn it. I was healing. So, I died, and then the game died. And I had to restart OBS as well. It was a whole thing. He is the biggest problem, and he is immune. Well, he's not immune, he's highly resistant to shadow magic. Hold still, you son of a bitch.
God walks with me!
I don't care if God walks with you. There we go. Oh, right. Puzzle. Well. Call it a puzzle.
So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Ruining my shoes in these sewers.
That gate should shut properly now.
Yeah, that's a big puzzle. Complicated, difficult puzzle. Dead Skull. Or Dead Skull. Sure, I could do this next. Come on, there's another one right now. That's enough. Okay, that's a surprising amount of dead skulls, I suppose. What is going on? Further.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again! The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn.
You
or
know
I'll crush
better.
you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally! A touch of lucidity. So learn to respect the laws of Ascalon!
Aggravated damage.
Power you cannot comprehend. Once you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name.
Oh.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? Foolish Ekon! The hand that crushes all! I shall crush you. Return to your apothecary.
God damn it.
Bones, newborn.
Sit still. Oh, Jesus.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. Whilst you vanished, I'll slaughter these scalds while singing your name! Your neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn! And thine shall be of dear child that dictates of Ascalon! Power you cannot comprehend! I shall tear thee apart and spill thy blood to the pissing wells! I shall crush you. Down, stay down. You found your death in me. Return to your apothecary and needles. Your blood is now mine. Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you.
Ah, did it. Well, about time. I think we'll leave it there. Dramatic finale and all that. Next time we'll get some answers. Until then.